Hello lovelies, welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to do a question and answer video. I guess I want to respond to some of the comments and responses that I've gotten from some of my videos. I do read your comments, so I just wanted to, sometimes I don't get a chance to post directly underneath, so I just thought I'd just do a video answering some of your questions or to discuss some of the things that you mentioned on my video. I guess it says here, as one person that said something like, I already know that I am, said something, I already know that we are indigenous. Okay, I think that's great that everybody that some people know that they're indigenous, but this channel, I try to put it up for people who don't know or who are still learning, and sometimes I do put things that some people may already know, but the purpose of my channel is to educate and to help those who really don't know. That's why I did this channel pretty much, to bring more insight to our people and come up with ideas and ways in order to bring positive things, like positive things to come to our people, and having more of an identity, learning to love ourselves, learning about our life and our purpose, just like what I'm saying here. This is pretty much the theme of my whole of everything I'm pretty much doing is life, love, life, purpose, and identity. For you all, this is my Twitter page. Since I just going to do a random question and answer or responses to people comment, I just thought I'd put it on my Twitter page, one of my social media. And here's my chakra necklace with the feathers. They're coming soon to my Purpose Healing Arts store. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm still working on that. Got a lot of things going on with school and everything. I'm trying to finish up and working, but I'm still working on that. But another comment a person has was Indians. Okay, I'm reading my notes. Barely read my handwriting, but. But it says here, someone, I get some people who are from the Caribbean. They said that they're Indians, but for some reason they believe that the people in the United States mainlands are not Indians. So I get that quite a bit in the comment section. I had a few people, a few people mention that, hey, I'm Caribbean, I'm a Caribbean Indian, but you all are not Indians, or I might get them asking, well, what is Creek and what is Cherokee? Some of them actually haven't really heard of the different tribes in the United States inland. So like I said, this is a wonderful opportunity for you all to understand our history as well. Everything has been brainwashed in the history books saying that we came from the transatlantic, wanting us to believe that millions of melanated people came over here on boats, which is not possible and not feasible. It just doesn't make any sense, because they didn't have the technology then to bring over massive amount of people. And all the research I've been studying, I've been seeing more people that were brought over that were sickly and in small amounts because they just didn't have the technology to bring people over in masses like that. They didn't have the huge ships like that. They didn't have motors. So, but yes, we are indigenous here. Okay, they only brought over a sprinkle, barely a handful, very few Africans over. There were already people of color over here that were melanated. And we are the American Aborigines. And so, yes, we are too are indigenous as well as the people from the Caribbean. So I just wanted to clarify that and just let you all know who we are. And Cherokee and Creek are Indians. Okay, they're one of the Southeast Woodland Indians here on the East Coast and the South of the United States. I believe most of them were like in the areas such as Georgia and Alabama area. So, yes, we were here. And another comment I have is, I had this person who I believe they're African, because it sounded like they had an African name. But they was telling me, hey, you trying to rewrite history? I got a comment about that saying, why are you trying to rewriting history? So I'm going to comment to that. And like I said, a lot of people who are from other countries, like from other continents, such as Africa, and they may not understand our history either. Some of them do though. Because I had some people who were African who came over. I spoke to some, and they didn't have. A lot of them haven't heard of the transatlantic slave trade, but some of them knew that we were already over here. They knew our history before we did. Right? Before we knew. No, because I had one African person ask me why I'm so from Africa when I'm all, that we're from here, that we're from the United States. At the time I thought that they were, didn't want to have anything to do with us. But the thing is, I believe that they just knew our history more, or knew exactly about our origins more. But this particular lady, she said I'm trying to rewrite history, and I'm assuming that she either is from over here, or she might have gotten a gist of the gray-washing of history that the colonizers have flooded the media and the indoctrination of all the educational books here in the United States and globally. So right now, yes, I'm gonna have to say we are rewriting history. We're putting in facts, writing in and putting in actual truths out there of actually what happened and what took place. Everything is based on gray supremacy, and it has been gray washed to support the grays as opposed to what actually took place in facts. A lot of this stuff, they don't have any archaeological evidence to support the transatlantic. No, they don't have extensive evidence showing that they brought over 18 million people. Where are all the boats with motors and engines during that time period? It does not exist during that time period. That's the question. So we're just, and then there's more that, but the truth is there are archaeological evidence that showed that there were Paleo Indians here. And it just shows that they never described who these Indians were. They just call them a diverse group of people. But through anthropological and archaeological research that has been done in South America, it shows some people with Negro type features. They describe them as being Australianoids. And these are people who we're descended from. They try to say they didn't go nowhere, but if they went across the ocean to travel, why would a group of people just stay in one area? They would travel globally. They would travel the world. Okay? It just doesn't make any sense. If we're world travelers, we were already over here. We were all over the globe. The melanated race was already here. That is the history that is constantly being erased. And so this page is to educate people and to show the truth of what actually took place. So, it's primarily for people who are descendants of slaves, who were actually prisoners of war during that time period, who was trying to protect their land, and to protect their indigenous heritage and rights of being in existence. So, nobody's rewriting history. In other words, I won't say I'm rewriting. I'm just writing the truth. That's a better way to say it. I'm just putting the truth out there. If anything, Grays rewrote history and wrote it to slant in their favor, along with spellbinding techniques and putting certain words like the human labeling system into existence in order to further erode who we are through words of these labels, such as black and white. And white means purity for them, and black means to be oppressed. And so that's the way of trying to keep perpetual servitude in existence and keep this gray system alive. And it worked apparently for 400 years, but now we're starting to wake up and see the truth. So no, I'm just putting the truth out there. I'm writing the truth. That's what I'm doing. I'm bringing truth to the light. Okay, that's a better way of describing rewriting. They rewrote our history already by erasing us and taking us out of history book. I'm just writing in the truth that was always taken away out of the history books. I'm just putting it back in. And that's what we all need to do, is write the truth out there. And that's what's been missing for centuries. Our voice has never been heard. It's only been heard by grace. Okay? And that's a problem. And things can't progress like they should if only one group of people are writing the narrative. And the truth is never going to be truth. It's always going to be in their favor, in their angle. And they're just because they wrote it, it doesn't mean it's necessarily facts. It's mostly from what I'm reading, especially back in the 1800s and 1617, all their writings is based on opinion and speculation. Most of it, especially when it pertains to us. So, the YouTuber, I didn't keep up with her name. So no, I'm not rewriting anything. I'm just writing out the truth. And the truth needs to be told. And it's time. Long overdue. And I would recommend that everybody sit down and read some of our history, because not just the current gray indoctrinated literature and material and stuff that's out there, but the stuff that's written during that time period. You can get a more accurate understanding of what actually took place. And even down to the artwork and the pictures and the statues that are out there that shows what the original people look like. So no, I'm not rewriting history. I'm just putting out the facts. And a lot of things have been eroded and erased, and then it needs to be brought to the light. And that's what all I'm doing. So that's the answer to that one and that statement that person gave me. And no, I'm just bringing truth to light. That's the best way to describe it. It says here, why don't I call myself Black, and why I don't call people of African ancestry Black? Like I said, I've been repeating myself. I get those comments all the time. I don't call myself Black. I don't accept this labeling system. And I believe no one from Africa who's African descent should accept it, because it's a system that was created by one racist bigot. Okay? I can't think of his name, but in one of the videos I've done, which is, I did a video just this week called, a race does not have no standing in science, pretty much. Race is not supported by facts. It's based on opinion. But the title of videos, I think, is does not have no basis in science or something like that. And you might want to check out that video. I explained it in detail, exactly, and who the person was in history that actually created the labeling system, and they followed it since that time, and it's been globalized and created this crazy caste system and colorization and everything, colorism that has been going on for centuries. But that's why I do not call us Black, because it's just an opinion of one person, a gray. That's it. This whole system is based on one opinion. Okay, and it's not based on any type of scientific evidence. That's the issue with this, and it's oppressing our people and putting a certain group of people who don't belong to be out there. It's not equal. It's not stable. It's not an equal system, and it's not working. I think it's a flawed system severely, and that's why nothing's progressing. Okay, because it's very barbaric. It's very it just is not something that's conducive to bringing any type of research or anything, moving anything further. If everything is based on this gray supremacy system, even down to the census and everything else. Because the question too is the census correct? Especially if the dates from the 1600s. If it was not no way of actually getting accurate numbers. It's like everything is in question now, especially as to if it's based on this, because it's based on an opinion. That's why it's not based on numbers. It's not based specific, no accurate numbers. And so that's the question, and that's why I don't call us black, because it's a flawed system, pretty much. And we are not crayons. We're not a black sheet of paper. I'm black right now. Am I the color of this shirt, this sweater? No, nobody is. Not even the darkest person is this color. And it doesn't matter if they are that color. We are not crayons. We're human beings. And it's not based on what's in the inside. It's based on what's on the outside. And like I say, you'll never get anything done. And it creates this division among people. So that's why I don't call myself black. And I think it's stupid. Okay. And it's a flawed system. And I think too is also based on spellbinding. Because you look at the definition of the word in the English language, black means oppressed. It means evil and dirty. And where white means pure and godlike. And like I said, I just don't feel like it's a system that is conducive to the betterment of who we are and equaling the level playing field as to how it should have been from day one. And it's a flawed system. And like I say, you're speaking negativity upon our people, which is a form of spellbinding. That's why another reason why I just don't feel like it's something that we should be actually accepting. You know, it's like I said, it's a brainwashing strategy to make one group feel more superior than other, which is wrong. And everything is based on that. And that's why nothing gets done. That's why you are not going to see any type of peace or any group of people coming together and things going in the right direction when you constantly have this massive divide. And personally, I believe this labeling system was put in place to divide everyone and to reap havoc and chaos among everyone and cause destruction globally. And as long as this is in existence, it's never going to work. You know, and that's why it needs to be torn down. It needs to be done away with. It's not it's a severely flawed system. And then it says, why I call Caucasians gray. Had another person ask me that. I've done videos after videos about the labeling system, why we should not call ourselves black and why we should not call Caucasians white. Caucasian people are not the color of a white sheet of paper. They're darker than that, much darker. And they're flawed too. They're not no God. They're not perfect. If they were perfect, everything be running. If you're in charge of everything be working perfectly for everybody, not just you. Everything be great. It'd be peace globally. It wouldn't be no wars. It wouldn't be you trying to push down and oppress nobody. If everything be fair, everybody be justified. Everybody will have everything fair. And you won't be killing, murdering, taking, and stealing. You know, if that was the case, it'd be a perfect society under these groups of people. And it's not that way. Because they're human beings and they're flawed and they got issues too, just like everybody else. So they should never be on top. So that's why I'm going. It's a flawed system. And I call them gray because gray has negative tone to it, just like black, oppressed. And you're going to call me oppressed, we'll call you oppressed too. You know, and it has a negative term. I describe all of that in another video. So it's a stupid system. You know, they're not a white sheet of paper either. I put gray because they need a dark jewelry color too. They're going to give me one, give them one. And I just said it's a stupid system. And I think everybody needs to open their eyes and realize that it's based solely on eugenics just for one group of people. And like I said, it's not a good system. Not for us. It might be a good system for them because they think they reaping the benefit, don't? And technically, really, they're not, because the 1% is still at the top, and if you look at it, they still not getting up much more. But I think they like the idea of being better or feeling like they're better than another group of people, which is still not right. So yeah, that's why I said it's a stupid system. It's based on one person's opinion. It's very slanted, and it's not based on facts. It's just not. It's a flawed system, and that's why I do that. Y'all can look at all my other videos. I talk about that, and like another reason why I call them great, because when you say white, you're giving them praises every time you say white, you're saying pure godlike person. If they do anything wrong, commit any kind of crimes, you're saying pure godlike person committed a crime. Oh, well, you just gave them a praise, and they never get any kind of punishment or justice for what they did wrong if you constantly praying to them. And that's why they got the system that way. That's why they always want us to apologize when they do evil deeds, because they want us to continue giving them more praises on how to get off and never get any kind of punishment for anything, because the system is way for them. It's everything is for them. It's so that's why I said it's very flawed. And that's why that's why I said create our own color system. We should not be supporting this, because all you're doing is speaking. It's a way of using affirmations and frequencies. Negative affirmations for us and positive affirmations for them. Positive flow of energy for them. Negative energy for us, and that's what you're doing pretty much. And you wonder why nothing gets done for us, and how come there's so much injustice globally all over the world, and here in the Americas. That's the reason why. That's part of the reason why. We should be giving praises to ourselves and our own people, and they give it to them, and they should be we should not be praying to them and giving our blessings that we're supposed to have, our gifts that we're supposed to have, because we're pretty much speaking into existence by using this labeling system. But that's why I say what I had to say, is just that this is more than just the physical. And I think we've been indoctrinated so much to the point that we don't look spiritually and look from within, and that we have potential to make a change, and it comes from the inside out. We are looking from outside in instead of from one thing inside out, and coming from a higher level of understanding and connecting to Hawa, the Most High. Okay, that's missing. And if you don't know who you are and what your purpose is and what you are supposed to be doing, and having some sort of purpose and identity and love and understanding about the life and the world, it's going to keep you confused, keep you brainwashed and lost. That's why I do these videos every week, to have us to have a better understanding of what's going on, because it's much deeper than you think it is. Much deeper. But this is all I have to say, you guys. I'm a chatterbox. I can go on and on about this topic. I have a lot that I could say, but I just wanted to let you all know what I think and everything. And I want to make sure I respond to you all, and so y'all can, respond to your questions and your thoughts and everything. But if you have any more questions or comments, please put them below. I love hearing from you guys. I just wanted to share, answer some of these questions and these comments that people have put on my comment section. And like I said, I love hearing about which tribe you're from, and please keep on putting them down. And I love hearing from you guys. And till next time, peace, family, love. Bye bye.